actually did it. I made a move. I tried to sort of maybe edit some videos along the way. Didn't go that great. I also got struck with like 7 or whatever copyright strikes for my last Star Trek video. So, you know, life is good. But anyway, welcome back to my channel. In my new apartment, when I am talking right now, I can hear that the room maybe like sounds empty. It's almost like an echo. I'm sorry about that. That's just my apartment because I haven't, you know, filled the walls with anything. Obviously, not too much of the floor, so maybe the sound will echo a bit. I'm sorry about that. Also, last time apparently I filmed was probably in like December. Now it's the ending of March, but I did edit the last video like 2 weeks ago or something like that, so it's pretty fresh in my memory. It was about, it was a man alone, and it was about Odo and, you know, he being framed for murder by this guy Idoban, I think something, and it worked out in the end. Try to remember to articulate, please. You dumbass Swedish fucking Lisbon bitch. I've been getting a lot of comments from you Trekkies. Great to know the fandom is still so much alive. I love when you comments. I even got a comment in Spanish, and I don't speak Spanish like at all. I speak Swedish, English, some German, and some words of Japanese, but no Spanish. But what I understood through Google Translate was that he made a connection to World War II with the Cardassians and the the one that Kira is, that they were like, you know, the Jewish people during the Holocaust or something, or after it. I'm not exactly sure what he meant. So maybe there will be, you know, more elaboration on that, or just I could see, you know, I could see the references more clearly, because I know a lot of World War II, but I don't know a lot about Star Trek. But I'm learning it. Yes. Side note, I have now blocked, you know, the DS9 tag and everything on all my social media. But some things, you know, slip through the cracks, and I don't know if this says more about me or the fandom or whatever it is, because every single spoiler I've seen have been about Odo and sex. I don't know why that's such a big part of it, or if it's just the people I follow. I don't know why they are thinking that's such a big part. I have no idea. But it's yeah, so it's pretty funny. We'll see how much it will come up. I mean, it came up last episode, so we'll see what happens this episode. But this episode was called something prologue, past prologue, prologue. I know what it is, I just can't pronounce it correctly, I think. So this feels like it will be more of a continuation of the first episode, which was very long and very confusing. We'll see if I understand what is happening. I'm not entirely sure, but I am actually really looking forward to it, because I haven't seen Star Trek in so long. I really want to see where, you know, where it's going. How many? There are 19 episodes apparently on the first season. Don't know how how many episodes the other ones are, but I know it's a long runner, so. But without further ado, I think it's time to fucking start watching, because I put it up for like months and months, so, you know, let's just get into it. Sorry about the getup. I will try and pop my computer up as high as I can, but I have a lot of shit, you know, still unpacked in the boxes, so we'll see if I can find something to put my computer on. Why is there no sound? Please don't tell me my headphones are broken again! Oh no! Are these really broken? But I stole them like half a year ago! No, sound... Yes, wait, audio out. Yes, it works! Thank God! Stealing does pay off, kids. Okay.
It's Dr. Bashir, isn't it? Of course it is.
I thought it was a woman. I got slandered for being a racist for saying, "Oh, the Kardashians look alike."
He was a thoughtful young man, How nice that we've met.
Who talk like this? Like super weird. Why is this so sexual? Why do I say everything is so sexual? What's wrong with me?
You're not intimating that I'm some sort of spy. are you?
I wouldn't know.
Well, he's very suspicious, isn't he?
I have a clothing shop nearby, so if you should require any apparel or simply wish, as I do, for a bit of enjoyable company now and then, I'm at your disposal, Doctor.
Forget what I said. Everything is about sex. I'm just gonna claim it now.
Yeah.
But he's not the one
Good day.
that we saw in like the first episode, right? He's another one.
I'm so glad.
I'm so sorry, I'm racist. Why is this? What?
Interesting new friend today.
He looked into the camera, didn't he? He looked into the camera. What's that supposed to mean? Was that just an error?
What do you think he might want from you, Julian?
He was.
Federation medical secrets.
A damn Cardassians firing at a Bajoran scout ship in Bajoran space.
Bajoran was the one I was talking about earlier. That was supposed to be like the Jewish people.
Made no threat to your facility. I stand corrected.
Cisco's
Cisco
died.
out.
Cisco out. I know that, but so badass.
My loyalties are to Bajor, and Bajor needs men like Tanalos.
Apparently his war with the Cardassians isn't over yet.
If Bajor is ever to rebuild a
I'm just
strong,
gonna say,
independent society,
I was
it
not the
will
one
not
who
be
made a
with
connection with the
splinter
Jewish
groups like the
people
Climax.
and
You have-
the
we
Bajorians,
have
just
an
so...
opportunity here, Commander.
In case it was wrong, like I didn't say it, I don't want to, you know, spew on some anti-Semitic ideas into people's minds. But it seems like, you know, Kira is still there, they are still trying to... Nothing is like black and white in this world, everything is like grey zones. I mean, there are bad people on all kinds of ways, in all kinds of sides. He's alive, no? Yes, he is alive. Yeah. He was just not talking, okay?
Commander Sisko hasn't decided whether or not to grant you asylum yet, Tana.
Major, perhaps I should conduct this alone.
Everyone's just up in Cisco's business, trying to influence him. Which I also think, I guess, is, you know, realistic.
If you require all vessels to endure such lengthy docking procedures, Commander...
I'm sorry, I am racist. I can't tell them apart. I have no idea. I thought I had the one dude down, the like main one in the first episode, but
Not your explanation.
that's not him,
What about
right?
Tanalos?
Yes, I am finished with a Konma.
Is he though? Is he,
I've been talking with
girlfriend?
several of the
Is
ministers
he
of the provisional
though?
government.
I'm also wondering, like, exactly what Kira's backstory is, because they seem to know each other, you know, quite well. But she said to Cisco, was it right, that she hadn't anything to do with them, but at the same time, you know, she could have been lying.
Welcome to DS9.
Seems like they don't like Klingons as well.
They went straight to Quarks, but not for the gambling. And certainly not for the food. They're just...
Oh no!
I don't like it.
You're friends with Quark, sort of, maybe, almost, kinda. Don't talk bad about him.
You know, Cardassian rule may have been oppressive, but at least it was simple.
Keep an eye on them.
Okay. Yeah, because the Klingons are like warriors, or like seen as warriors, like troublemakers. I'm not entirely sure, because it's one of like the main bad guys of a film or one of the older
And how are
TV
you,
shows.
Mr. Garak? Excuse me. Just plain, simple Garak, you said.
I'm very excited to see where this is going,
Join me,
honestly.
Doctor.
I'm like, why is he going after Julian? Is it because... I'm still not sure, like, is he a spy or is Julian just reading into it? Because he sometimes seemed pretty naive. By the way, so I was talking about Klingons earlier, because I was quite sure that the season... Oh, I know you're a little sneaky bitch. The season I was watching, which was Voyager, I think. I think there was a Klingon guy on the main crew. I'm pretty positive of it. So, you know, obviously nothing is black and white in this world. But I still feel like the Klingons have maybe a reputation that doesn't always, you know, speak the truth.
Sir.
Go over my head again, and I'll have yours on a platter.
Oh, Cisco, that's like, wasn't that like a very violent threat? Or was it just my interpretation of it? Because that was like, I don't know, very like, almost disturbing.
2 other members of the Konma may be bringing it.
How do you know that?
Why are they standing so goddamn close? They're like this close. I mean, Odo seemed to have some issues with personal space, doesn't it? I feel like he's always like up in people's faces.
So, let us haggle.
Is he like being a double agent right now? I don't know, I feel like he's going to like be around or something. I feel like his introduction scene wouldn't have been as it was presented unless he was supposed to be like only being 1 episode. I don't know.
How do you know I won't just go straight to Cisco?
Well, if you do, then we'll both know where your loyalties are. Won't we?
Won't she do it though? Won't she go to Cisco?
Major.
Commander.
Well, it's not that she was super stealthy, there were a lot of people there, but okay.
But if he's got both...
Quite right, Doctor. He has the ingredients for a bomb. A bomb of significant destructive capability.
I should say everything I am thinking, but sometimes they just, you know, talk so much I have to concentrate and then I forgot to say it. Because I was thinking like, this is gonna end in like a bombing or a threat of bombing, right? That feels like that always happens with terrorists, you know, that's what the ending goal is gonna be. Not the ending goal for the terrorists, but the ending goal for the episodes, I mean.
They're moving into the runabout.
Acknowledged. DS9 to Candy.
It's just like a few minutes left. The bomb won't detonate and Kira will, you know, not... I'm sorry, I thought... Oh no, it was... I thought it was a sound. My neighbors are renovating, so I thought that was just the show. I don't think Kira, of course, will. She will not betray Cisco or the Federation.
What is that?
Because then she wouldn't be in the opening credits, right?
Follow them. Ganju se Yangtze Kian.
Oh, you know, that's a really fucking tight situation. Is that bomb that effective? I'm guessing there's something gonna be something wrong with the bomb, so it won't detonate.
This is your idea of a non-violent solution. You realize there are hundreds of Bajorans.
Or is Kira gonna manage to beat him down? I don't know. Okay, now the 3D is looking a bit dated. Oh wait, did he send away the bomb? Is he gonna shoot himself? No, okay. That would have been cool though.
There'll be no further resistance, Commander.
I gotta say, I think this was actually the first time that I had like a... that I had like a real tension for the story, you know, what was gonna happen. There was some action in, you know, the first episode and also some in the second, but I don't know. This time it felt... I don't know if it was just the acting, I don't know, like the reasons felt more... There was just more tension. I don't know, I think, I mean, it's still, you know, you're pretty convinced, you know, that Kira is gonna, you know, save the day, she's not gonna betray the Federation or Cisco, she's not gonna leave them, and stuff like that. But there's still some tension, you know, I was confused with the bomb thing. Did it go off? I didn't understand really what was happening there. I was like, oh my god, did she actually like blow up the wormhole? But I'm guessing she didn't, and they didn't mention anything about any damage to anything, so I'm not actually exactly sure what happened there. Please tell me. As I said, you know, the dude with the clothing shop, can't remember his name, I'm sorry. There were so many names this episode, I was so confused. As I suspected, I think he's gonna be around a bit more. I think he and Julian are maybe like actually gonna become friends, and I think maybe you're gonna believe that, oh, he is not a spy, and then you're gonna be like, okay, wait, he is a spy, and in the end it's gonna be like, okay, he wasn't actually a spy. Or maybe they are gonna go with an even more complex story, like with Kira's here, seeing his, you know, own doubts and thoughts and different loyalties to different people, etc, etc. Would be cool. No Gork this episode. Made me sad. But that's just how it is. I mean, he is on the main cast because he is in the opening crawl, I know. So he's gonna be a big character. He just hasn't really gotten there yet. He hasn't really had that much of a story apart from some of the first episode. And he was a part of Odo's story in the second episode. But not so much of his own, I think. Although his relationship with Odo, of course, is, you know, part of his story as well. I liked it. I liked that it's so grey. I feel like this is a show maybe generation said, you know, don't like. I don't know, I'm just kidding. But, you know, joke about how a younger generation have, like, you know, more black and white approach to things, and this series is having none of it. Oftentimes they are showing the Kardashians in a very bad light, and what I saw of maybe the Klingons, they maybe do that too, but it's still not black and white. I mean, the dude in the clothing shop, I don't know his name, of course, and even, you know, Cisco working together with them and everything. They are maybe the bad guys, but not like, you know, they're not like just bad guys who wants world domination, blah 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 blah. Like, you don't know. I don't even know what their motivations are. It seems like they, Majorians, have a old conflict, and they're colonists, maybe. Like, I don't know exactly what their deal is, but it would be interesting to find out. Not as much talking as the other episodes, because, you know, when shit gets serious, you don't talk that much. Unless there are maybe like a very emotional payoffs, because then you have like these reactions. But I'm not sure this is gonna be a series with such big, huge emotional reactions. I'm hoping, I know it sounds weird, but I'm hoping characters will die, because I feel like all the best series and film and stuff, there has to be, no, it doesn't have to be, but many of them, it is a life and death situation, especially when regarding fantasy or, you know, some sort of like, or, you know, superhero, supernatural stuff. There have to be casualties. People aren't, you know, they are not invincible. But I'm sure they're gonna kill off my favorite character, so then I would just be angry about that anyway, so. But I still like, you know, when shit get gritty and dark and things have consequences and long-lasting consequences, which is something I think the series is gonna do, because that is why it has such a reputation of still being, you know, regarded as maybe probably the best Star Trek series and a cultural phenomenon at large. You know, just like Buffy or, you know, series like that, you need to have some sort of impact. If things last the test of time, there's at least something to get out of it, and I'm thinking I'm starting to see it more with this series, but we'll see as we go. Thank you so much for this very like blah babbling video. I had so much more I wanted to talk about, but we'll see. That's all I have for today. I will see you in the next video. I'm gonna start on Umbrella Academy season 2, and of course I'm gonna keep on recording reactions for Star Trek as well. So thank you so much, guys, for staying with me if you have through this whole moving ordeal and shit that took months, but now I'm sort of back on track. So thank you so much. Mwah, bye.